Boston geboren. In Italienisch heißt sein Name Denaro. Und hier ist er. Don't break my heart. Dan Harrow.
You took me by surprise, just like a rainbow in the night. When I looked in your eyes, I could see diamonds shining bright.
If you grew up outside of Europe, kind of watch this being like, wait, who's this guy? Why am I supposed to care like 25 years later? But if you were from Italy, Dan Harrow was the equivalent of Duran Duran
in Germany. He was our superstar. When Rolling Stones coming in that time, I don't care. But it was Dan Harrow.
Soviet Union didn't let you purchase Western artists, but CDs like Dan Harrow came through. Every nightclub, that's what you hear.
In Spain, Greece, and on the French market, he was like Madonna.
We're getting serious.
The music is great.
Feels a bit more lyrically different.
Dystopian.
So nice.
Future Brain is very Clockwork Orangey. Dan Harrow already had a precursor in what the internet was going to do to us today.
Don't Break My Heart. Goosebumps when I listen to that song to this day.
Blonde hair, charismatic on stage. He was the face of Italo-disco.
He was Bravo Otto winner, #1. Michael Jackson was #2. But there was rumors if it was his voice or not.
Questo è uno dei dischi di Dan Harrow, Overpower, del 1985. Poi potete vedere anche in basso i produttori, che sono Roberto Turatti e Miki Chieregato. Ovviamente molte di queste canzoni erano anche scritte da La Voce Segreta.
Nobody talks about Tom Hooker. He's forgotten, okay? This is a documentary about Tom Hooker?
Also, yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
We need this?
In the documentary?
See, yes.
Well, without him, it's only the face.
Yeah, but Hooker was only the voice.
Discoteche sei sempre un reuccio, sei sempre un dominatore, viaggi bene, ti senti a tuo agio.
Non so, reuccio.
È un Don Giovanni del 2000, un ragazzo che non perde un colpo. C'è qualcosina che ci puoi partecipare, oppure qualche aiuto che puoi darci? Come si fa? Hai delle tecniche, dei sistemi per avvicinare queste ragazze e conquistarle?
Tom Hooker was a musician in Italy in the early 80s, but he was afforded an opportunity to be in a film called Jocks, a 1984 film directed by Riccardo Sassani.
It's like the Italian Saturday Night Fever, epic, anamorphic widescreen, looks exactly like Boogie Nights.
So it kind of foreshadowed the fact that Tom would eventually become very involved with DJs and music in Italy at that time.
Life is a journey.
I hardly remember, because it was so long ago. In fact, it must have been centuries ago.
I grew up in Switzerland. As a teenager, I'd ski in the afternoon and play in a band at nighttime. But in Switzerland, you're either a banker or an attorney, not a musician. So I moved to Italy. I got a recording contract with a record company called SAR. I did the San Remo Festival. It was like 21 million people watching. That's like half the country. So I did a lot of shows from 1980 to 85. 1985, I met Mickey Chieregato, and he asked me if I wanted to sing for his Den Harrow project. They went in a club and found this guy who was dancing in a weird outfit. He had makeup on, and that was really big in the 80s. They took him out and said, hey, do you want to be a pop star? You look like a pop star. You dress like one. So they called him Den Harrow because in Italian, denaro means money. So every time you'd hear the word money, you'd think of Den Harrow. Baby Records picked up the project. And Freddie, the record company executive, says, look, for Germany, Holland, Sweden, all this country, I want a guy who can sing in good English.
How can I resist?
I said, I'll sing in this project as long as I co-write the songs. He says, yeah, that's no problem. We need a guy to write the lyrics. I signed a contract. I got 3% of the royalties. The Image got 2%. I went to the studio and we did Future Brain. Future Brain ended up being a huge hit in 1985. And Freddie said, God, we need an album.
Back to Atlantis.
And I remember working till 5 in the morning every night. We were in the studio for weeks on end as he was jet setting around the world. Den Harrow did the Festival Bar, which was a big TV show in 1985. And that's when my mother saw him, and she says, oh, that's my son's voice. Why is he doing it? The year after that, I did the Festival Bar. It was Tom Hooker.
Waving their tails at me.
A song called Looking for Love. It was a super massive hit all summer long. Girls were fainting. I ripped my shirt off. But there was no album. There never was an album.
Tom era in classifica in Germania con Looking for Love e Den Harrow stava entrando in classifica con Don't Break My Heart. È stata fermata la promozione di Tom Hooker. Non potevamo dire la voce di Don't Break My Heart è quella di Tom Hooker. Ha un po' rovinato il progetto, ma è anche giusto che sia così, perché non è stato corretto nei confronti di Tom.
It was a strange situation. I remember that it was a big fight. There was a lot of investment in Den Harrow.
"30 years ago, he gave the voice for Den Harrow. And the artistic career of Tom suffered a lot. And now Tom is not the real Tom probably that could be.
A lot of people are technically skilled photographers, but they don't have the creativity. Socrates and Plato, they said the only explanation of ideas is they come through God. God gives you the ideas like, ding! I can't jump high, I can't play basketball. There's a lot of things I can't do. I can't play the violin, but ideas just come flowing. They just pop up all the time. I do surreal photography where I combine multiple images. And so it's kind of conceptual. I have a picture of the Tower of Pisa that I took, and I combined it with the rockets taking off, and I called it Pisa Doff. So it's the Tower of Pisa taking off as a rocket. I'm completely out of the scene. In Italy, they go, 1, 2, prova, Salerno, prova, 1, 2, prova. In 1994, I disappeared. Nobody knew where I was. There's our strip view. And when I tell people I live in Las Vegas, they think I live in a casino, or I'm a gambler, or maybe I shoot porn, or I don't know, I'm a pimp. No, that's not what I am. I guess I collect jackets. You know, some people collect stamps. I collect jackets. I thought this is kind of cool because it changes color. Look at this. I had to reinvent myself. And I sell all over the world in galleries. I've been really lucky that, first of all, people would buy the music and buy my art. The crazy thing is, there's so many talented singers that are singing in piano bars. And then you've got this guy who can't even sing. He had a contract. I remember the attorney coming up to him and says, "What is he?" He's a mime. So he gets a royalty to be the mime of the songs. Stefano Zandri. For 30 years, he's been doing shows, lip-syncing, using my voice. He still can't speak English. I mean, the least he could have done is take English lessons. I mean, he's had 30 years to learn how to speak English, and his English is still terrible. And here he is supposed to be a singer in English.
You took me by surprise.
Now, since 1988, where I stopped receiving my 3% royalties on record sales, I have not made $1 on his live shows. Now, if it was America, I could get a cease and desist letter immediately with an attorney, a judge. You can't use my voice. You know, I could do that. But, you know, in Italy, the least he could have done is thank me or be nice instead of threatening me. Some fan says, "Is it true you were the singer for Den Harrow?"
Il pubblico erano ignari. C'è stata una grande bagarre in rete, online, quando venne fuori il discorso che Den Harrow non cantava.
Stefano's reaction was really nasty. He started saying I was a liar. So I got really upset, and that's where I did my press conference on YouTube. I'm here today to tell you that I am the singer of all Den Harrow's greatest hits. Bad Boy, Charleston, Don't Break My Heart, and the list goes on. And I can prove it to you right now by singing a cappella. Stalking away all the details you want to know.
Tom declared that is his voice.
Day after day, all your memories get to grow.
But not shame on Dan Harrow, shame on Tom. There's two parts, okay? Dan fans and followers. And Tom Hooker, I think he don't have fans. Why?
The fans have to justify that they were his fan. Boy, I got a lot of hate from these people. You evil monkey. Apparently that's what they say in Russia.
Tom and Chirigato, they live in Vegas. Mickey Chirigato.
Den Harrow should have thanked him for all these years of silence that have enabled him to work.
It would be nice if he was grateful. I'm going, maybe the day will come when Stefano Zandri will publicly thank Tom Hooker, me, for lending my voice to him and co-writing his hits. That's all I'm asking.
Lui crede di essere denaro perché lui pensa che il mio successo è stato dato dalla sua voce. Non si innamora di una voce, ma di una faccia. È come dire che Robert De Niro, se in Italia non gli avesse prestato la voce il nostro doppiatore Amendola, De Niro non sarebbe stato De Niro. De Niro sarebbe stato De Niro anche con la sua voce, o con la tua.
Ma dici a me? Ma dici a me? Ma dici a me? Con chi stai parlando? Dici a me? Non ci sono che io qui. Dimmi, con chi credi di parlare tu? Ah, sì? Vabbè.
Perché lui è De Niro e io sono denaro. Questi sono 2 dischi d'oro, ne dovevo avere 8 in realtà. Questo è rimasto Don't Break My Heart e il primo di Future Brand, 500.000 copie. Da ragazzino ero molto carino e quando io entravo in questa discoteca tutte le ragazzine mi seguivano. Io entravo in pista, ballavo e si mettevano tutti intorno per guardarmi. Venne questo chieregato e al Maturati mi proposero se un ragazzino di quell'età poteva attirare così tanta attenzione da parte delle ragazzine, sarebbe stato un gran business fare un disco per lui. E mi chiesero se volessi fare l'immagine a un disco. Io proposi a Turati Chieregato di cantare io, dato che sapevo cantare. Successe che un pomeriggio Chieregato disse: io ho un amico, si chiama Tom Hooker. Lui era molto trasandato e non aveva soldi. E aveva soltanto questo biglietto in mano per partire, per andarsene a casa. Ma lo convinsero a rimanere.
Grazie, ok.
In playback. Tutti pensavano io fossi americano, nato a Boston.
Autentico inglese americano. Sì. E sei nato anche? A Boston. E sei nato.
All'epoca funzionava gente come Gazebo, c'erano i dandy. Io ero molto eccentrico. Avevo un'immagine molto hard, dove le ragazzine impazzivano per denaro. C'è stata una tempesta perfetta. Per 5 anni, tra i 5 top cantanti d'Europa, George Michael, Prince, Duran Duran, Spandau Ballet e denaro. Il destino ci ha fatto incontrare per fare questa bella cosa e loro l'hanno voluta distruggere. In Italia si dice infame. Infame vuol dire delle cose che per gentleman agreement non si dicono. Di cantanti che non cantavano ce ne sono circa 100, ma io non ti dirò chi sono perché farei lo stesso gioco che ha fatto Tom Hooker. Lui vuole che io lo ringrazi. Loro dovrebbero ringraziare me.
You know, the world isn't fair. In the movies, Tom Cruise gets all the credit if the film is good.
How's that, Lieutenant?
What he says is so cool because the guy who wrote the script worked a whole month to write that script. Maybe 6 months. They rewrite it, and it takes a year to write what Tom Cruise is eventually going to say on screen.
It's classified. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Lieutenant. And he sounds so damn cool. And in pop music, people see the image and they think that's the guy. They don't realize that Mickey did all the music behind Den Harrow. And they don't say, wow, Mickey, your songs were great. They'll go to Den Harrow. Eddie Huntington didn't say, you like that song? That was not my song. I just sang it, but Mickey and Tom wrote it. Boom, Boom, Let's Go Back to My Room came out under Paul Lukacs.
There will always someone in the front of us, someone that can't sing. However, when the time goes by, finally it's possible to hear the trot.
Through Facebook, somebody asked me, hey, you want to do some shows? And I usually say no, no, no. The fans don't really know that I was the singer for Den Harrow. So for the first time ever, I'm going to sing and we're going to tell them.
Here we go.
Looks like a nice one.
Yeah.
Stocking away all the details you want to know. Day after day, all your memories get to grow.
Phone ringing.
Putting all that you've stolen in a prison that you've locked forever. Taking the place of our imagination, but you won't erase my heart. There is no way you can understand what I feel.
Keyboards come in now.
You never pray, 'cause your soul isn't even real.
Tom, you are a studio singer.
You might know lots of things now, but you can never be a lover.
And you are only a studio singer.
Winning the race with your information, but you won't erase my soul.
When you leave the studio, you are nobody.
Future brain, you make me wonder, is it sane to make a sample of my love? Future brain, you get...
I don't like to travel without my wife, so they're going to do backing vocals. We're going to have fun because it's all in the family. I was born Tom Hooker and changed my name because my wife didn't want to become Mrs. Hooker. And in case we had children, you know, I'd have all these little hookers.
We need disco lights in here. Do you remember?
My past.
You know, it flies fast. You're not bored, are you? No. Okay, good.
Okay, so this is the situation. We're doing an opening act for Bonnie M and for Thomas Anders, a German pop star. We're gonna hit the nostalgia crowd. My guess is there'll be a lot of immigrants from Europe.
Bad Boy, Charleston, and Future Brain. You have 3 Den Harrow in a row.
Yeah, okay, you wanna start with Future Brain?
The first song is Looking for Love.
Yeah, you don't do anything.
We don't do anything. Okay,
You come
future
in.
brain. Okay, I got it. Sit backstage and pick our nose during
After 30 years, to the stage again.
Future brain, you make me wonder. Is it safe to make a sample of my love? Future brain, you get it stronger. It's a shame we'll never know how to find love. Whoa, 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 whoa,
La voce è uno strumento importantissimo. È chiaro che la gente dice: com'è possibile che uno ha venduto quasi 20 milioni di dischi senza cantare? Ho fatto circa 3.000 concerti in tutta Europa. Io ho camminato con le gambe mie da solo col nome Denaro e nessuno può portarmelo via. Cinque interviste televisive al giorno, 4 aerei al giorno. Quando avevo 40 di febbre e mi obbligavano a fare le foto in montagna, mi obbligavano, tu devi.
It's very interesting that Tom Hooker went on tour with Boney M and Thomas Anders of Modern Talking. Boney M had their issues with vocal discrepancies, if you will. Bobby Farrell was the lead male singer of the group, and he wasn't the vocalist. Modern Talking, Thomas Anders was the main vocalist of it, but there were background singers who were handling the choruses. It just didn't seem to cause a commotion. Until Milli Vanilli.
And the best new artist is Milli Vanilli.
And I think that was largely worsened by the reaction in America.
On the front page, it was revealed that the pop duo Milli Vanilli didn't sing on their hit album.
Reporters were out for blood when Rob Pilatus and Fab Morvan tried to explain a 2.5-year deception.
You get something, but for that you make a pact with the devil.
Sources tell us Milli Vanilli are not the only imposters in town.
Are you singing with Thomas Andres?
No, I'm the little guy on the right corner. See that? The guy with his arms folded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me and the keyboard player. God, we had 88, 86,
Yeah?
86 with
In
Billy
Chicago?
Ocean.
Billy Ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Caribbean Queen. That was cool.
So you don't live in Chicago, you live in Vegas.
I live in Vegas, but I was in Milano and I was doing Italo disco
Okay.
in Italy.
Yeah.
Second vocal, Dave. Liz, yeah?
Boney M.
Miki, Boney M sono tutti da Londra. Ho parlato col percussionista, ha suonato con Billy Ocean nell'88.
Fantastic. I'm very excited about that.
Hello.
So this is exciting.
Are you ready for this?
We're just here to have a good time. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it rolling, okay?
song listening to my voice for over 30 years now. And this is the first time I'm singing this song in front of a live audience.
If something is a lie, I don't think it's a question of fairness. I think it's a question of what is the truth. It's important to know who did what for historical purposes. When they perform today, people just want to hear the voice that sang these songs and enjoy this music because it really was spectacular pop music. I imagine with Tom, perhaps he wants to just establish the fact that, you know, hey, I contributed. It's great that they can all go out and put all the negativity aside.
Everybody's waving, huh? You took me.
You want to document this? Yeah. Okay. So, our first show, the promoter cut the show in the middle of a song. And just didn't let us finish the show. The audience looked like they were having a good time.
We found out that someone switched the cable.
Someone switched the cable. Okay.
What's that between us, you know?
Yeah. Well, interesting.
Yeah, and I tried
Darius mi ha
to
detto che hanno staccato i fili. Hanno staccato i fili.
Io non seguo regole, io seguo il mio cuore. E così la forza di denaro è stata quella. What's happening in Las Vegas, rest in Las Vegas, no? It is the same when we make a business.
Nel 1985 io partecipavo ad una serata in una discoteca e lui sul palco era impeccabile, cioè il playback era impeccabile. Difficilmente una persona avrebbe potuto mai dire non è lui che canta.
Quello ce l'hai nel DNA. Occupare lo spazio di un palco, riuscire a interagire con della gente in modo che tu possa piacere, è una cosa che hai naturalmente, nessuno te la può insegnare. Sul palco era negato 20 anni fa ed è negato oggi. Chiaro, può cantare le canzoni di denaro, lui è l'autore, ma per tutti le canzoni di denaro sono io. Questo qui l'ho vinto nel 1986, prima di Michael Jackson, e questo l'anno prima di Falco.
questa qua, la discoteca American Disaster, dove io ho incontrato Michi Chieregato e dove abbiamo incontrato anche Stefano Zandri, che poi è diventato dove è nato il progetto Denaro.
It was a little disco, but very popular in that period, full of people every day, and incredible people.
Questo logo qua dell'American Disaster era esattamente al posto di quella telecamera. The address. Qua sotto c'era la discoteca, proprio qua sotto, per arrivare a ballare, per poi andare a scendere e andare a ballare.
I'm the first DJ of American Disaster. Turati helped me to turn on and off the light. Then Turati convinced me to put my hands over the keyboard.
Le canzoni partivano soprattutto da Miki. Diciamo che io ero più quello, no, sistemiamo di qua, facciamo di qua, curiamo le ritmiche, e però la melodia in gran parte dei casi partiva da Miki, che io magari seguivo di più anche i cantanti quando andavano a fare magari le serate, proprio soprattutto anche Denaro, che bisognava gestire il microfono perché magari lui doveva parlare con la gente, poi c'era la voce, quindi era tutta una gestione.
Dica, Turati, Turati! È stata veramente una serata unica. Unica perché non avendo mai visto Denaro in tournée. Ah, pensavo che fosse la tua vera. Non dire il nome, non dire.
Roberto Turatti gli disse: Stefano, tu parla poco quando ti chiedono le cose, fai finta che non capisci, devi far capire alle persone che sei mezzo americano, che non parli italiano, non ti devi far scoprire. Questa fu un'idea molto, molto interessante, geniale.
Io facevo finta di essere americano, quindi parlavo un italiano con un accento assurdo che poteva sembrare americano, parlavo tutto no, perché ed era difficile fingermi americano, ma la gente ci credeva. Addirittura avevo un doppio nome d'arte, non era neanche Zandri Stefano.
Denaro è un nome d'arte, ma lui si chiama? Carey.
Così dicevano le biografie per 20 anni.
Non c'era la rete. I giovani non sapevano tutto quello che possono sapere oggi.
Da madre americana e padre italiano ero coinvolto così tanto in questo personaggio che ci credevo anch'io di essere americano.
I definitely think he has a lot of psychological issues. You have people who go, I love you, you're fantastic, I love your voice, and you know that it's not your voice.
Quel momento specifico, pur essendo stato un bel ragazzo, alla gente non piaceva. Potevo anche non cantare, stare soltanto sul palco e avrei ottenuto lo stesso identico successo in tutta Europa.
Non so se riesco a farlo vedere. Oh, in compenso mi ha chiamato adesso Denaro, Ciao Stefano. Allora, sai dove sono io adesso?
Dove?
Sono davanti all'American Disaster.
No.
I'm disenchanted right now because I read that the documentary was all about him. Without even mentioning Mickey and me. So that's to tell you the extent of his megalomania.
What the hell?
Che lui pensa di essere Dio in terra. Se fosse stato Dio in terra, avrebbe fatto successo con la sua faccia e con la sua voce.
Acoustic guitar, please.
How long do you need?
Yes. I tried one song. 2 hours. 2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours more.
bene? Lo dico io se è finita, ok? Ieri ho avuto 5 minuti e me l'ho preso nel culo.
That was Mickey having a spaz attack.
I don't know, the people think that I'm a new guy. New guy? Oh, you are a new guy. Newbie, yeah. Newbie, not new guy, sorry.
There are people that don't care to know anything about the artist. They don't care to know who sings the song. They download music, they listen to it for a month, download something else. And then there's type of people like me. I periodically look online for new music from my favorite artists. And I was looking for Dan Harrow. It linked me to Bad Boy single by Tom Hooker. So I was thinking, oh wow, somebody did a cover. I don't have a perfect ear, but right away I drew the similarity between the voices. My God, it sounds exactly like Dan Harrow. The voice is the same. So I went to Google and I started searching. That's where I found out that Stefano was just lip-syncing to Tom's voice. I couldn't understand why they needed Stefano, because Tom Hooker is a good-looking guy. He's tall, he's handsome.
A lot of people ask me why Dan Harrow, and he was very popular in the 80s for young girls and for me as well. Well, I think something was wrong after the album release of Lies. The voice was too high. Then he released Holiday Night and the voice became higher and higher.
Il progetto ha cambiato voci. Ciacrolando, Silvio Pozzoli e nella parte più importante del progetto Tom Hooker, Anthony, non mi ricordo anche Stefano Zandri.
I just care for whoever actually sang it, and I think that person deserves the credit.
It's not only, oh, I remember this song from the 80s. Do you remember the moving, the show, the outfits? The charisma and the passion he had on stage was overwhelming. That's why people loved him.
Come on, let's give a Burbank welcome to Mr. Tom Hooker. Come on!
I have to tell you a story that's not really very pleasant. When we did Don't Break My Heart, I asked if it could be a Tom Hooker song. And they tell me, wait a minute, we've got money invested in Dan Harrow.
A me dispiace perché io lo so quanto Tom ci tenesse a quella canzone. Invece avevamo bisogno di un singolo forte per la Germania, per Dan Harrow.
And I remember going to see Mickey and Roberto, and they had to convince me. And I said, well, yeah, sure, of course, I understand, you know, it's business. And so...
Don't Break My Heart è stato il più grande successo che ho fatto. Ho venduto 2,5 milioni di dischi di 45 giri in Germania.
I love you. I won't stay with you all night. Don't break my heart.
You took me by surprise, just like a rainbow in the night when I looked in your eyes. could see diamonds shining bright. I never realized you'd be the one to make it right. You got me hypnotized before my life was black and white. You and me make a tune. I want you near me every day. Last night I had a dream. You went away. Don't break my heart, don't let me down. Don't break my heart, don't make me frown.
Yeah, the beat. You gotta feel it in your guts, in the stomach. You feel it in your feet. Can you keep still? Come on, come on. Feel it. You feel it? Mickey Cadet does the rhythms. The whipping of the snare.
We made it.
Way to go.
I'm gonna sweat.
It was fun, huh?
You did great.
Thanks. I hope people have fun.
I think they did. Okay.
Come on, Mickey, you're just as important.
Okay, thank you.
He was very down-to-earth guy. Just your regular guy that you would meet every day. You would never know he's a celebrity. It was kind of surreal.
Thank you for the concert. Thank you for letting me see you perform at least once.
Because when you meet someone you wanted to meet your whole life and it finally happens, you feel like you're in the clouds.
I'm signing a D.J-Artists cover.
I find out that you're the voice. Great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we rewrote the song. He didn't do anything, nothing.
Se voglio parlare obiettivamente da persona intelligente, devo dire che Tom Hooker è un grandissimo autore, è uno che scrive benissimo, ha anche una bella voce, non è Pavarotti ma è un gran cantante. Io ho riflettuto molto su Tom Hooker e del perché lui potesse essere così arrabbiato, dato che è sempre stato pagato, ha guadagnato tanti soldi, ha fatto quello che voleva. Il problema è che quando hai due artisti nella stessa casa discografica, tu non puoi concentrare le stesse forze. Probabilmente lui pensa che ha lanciato me a sfavore suo, dato che la voce era la stessa.
Dancing it, the way you did the video.
You need to have
You know
this
the
kind
video?
of movement. Yeah. What the hell is?
Tu forse non te ne sei accorto, ma noi nel frattempo siamo diventati vecchi. È passato tanto tempo. Io ho avuto successo da ragazzo, lui però adesso ha dei figli, è un uomo felice. Io ho avuto delle cose meno importanti e lui oggi ha delle cose più importanti. Che io dal 1990 fino al 2014 ho avuto una vita di inferno. Il mio commercialista non pagò le tasse dall'inizio della mia carriera e il fisco mi portò via tutto. Mi erano rimasti da un patrimonio di circa 8-9 miliardi di lire, una casa, una discoteca, mi ritrovai con 10 milioni di lire. Penso ero ancora troppo famoso in Italia per poter chiedere un lavoro come cameriere o come istruttore di fitness in Italia, mi avrebbero preso in giro. E quindi pensai di andare a vivere negli Stati Uniti. E quindi partii e andai a vivere a San Diego per 6 anni. E lavorai come buttafuori al Planet Hollywood. Per un po' di tempo feci il personal trainer. Io stavo alla Oia e vedere le otarie sulla spiaggia, la gente che dopo, nell'intermezzo lavorativo, andava a mangiarsi il panino sdraiato sull'erbetta. Era la mia terra, la sentivo vicino, la sentivo parte di me. E poi rientrai in Italia dopo 6 anni. Rientrai in Italia e la TV italiana mi propose di fare un programma di successo. E io ero molto vivo nell'immaginazione delle persone.
The situation now will never change. Infatuation has gone out of range.
Io Nicola, veramente sappiamo tutta la tua discografia, a menadito.
Era il brano This Is My Life.
Ma no, cosa stai... Oh, guarda, veramente, era Bad Boy!
Porca miseria,
This
ho
is my life,
sbagliato.
che cosa?
Era Bad Boy.
Non fare l'esperto che poi mi casi su Bad Boy.
Vabbè, me l'hai presa da un punto diverso dal solito.
E da lì incominciarono tutti gli attacchi. Io sono felice di essere tornato da San Diego perché ho incontrato Daisy, che è la mia compagna per sempre. Grazie a lei in questi ultimi 3 anni sono un po' più rilassato. Welcome, American friend. I speak very bad English, but I sell 20 million of records. Un giorno ero arrabbiatissimo, andai da Freddy, sempre per la storia che io volevo cantare i miei dischi, era nell'86.
One day Stefano was very angry with Freddy, always for the story that he couldn't sing with his own voice.
Andai nell'ufficio arrabbiato.
And he went to Freddy's office very, very angry.
E gli dissi, basta, non voglio più fare denaro, se non mi fate cantare me ne vado.
Oh, I'm fed up. If you don't make me sing with my voice, I don't want to be denaro.
And Freddy called, now I give you a big present. E prese un blocchetto delle assegne.
Freddy said to Stefano, count down, and he took from a box.
Segnò 95 milioni di lire e mi disse, vai a comprarti il Porsche.
He signed
And me, yes, okay, thank you.
the amount to buy.
And I say, okay, come tomorrow, maybe. The white and cabriolet in the 85. Tom Hooker. Ferrari, I don't like Ferrari. But when I buy the Porsche, he buy the same Porsche like mine and sell the Ferrari because old Ferrari. When I take Harley Davidson, he take the more big Harley Davidson.
Honestly, I had no idea he ever had a Porsche. I didn't know what car he drove. I didn't know he had a Harley. I had 5 cars at the time, and Harley was the coolest thing in Milan at that time to have.
Always the same con Tom Hooker. Andiamo a vedere la macchina.
Ma la vedi quanto
Wow,
è bella?
Che bella.
Che bella. Questa è una topolina del 37.
No, 39.
39 il capo dice. Preferisco un Porsche, ma mi piace. Tom, ti piace? Domani te la faccio avere.
I'm not envious of a mime. I am envious of maybe George Michael's career or Prince. Prince, incredibly talented guy. Certainly not Stefano Zandri. I mean, it's absurd. It's ridiculous.
si sono limitati a fare una parodia di Denaro e inventarsi tamarro. Tom Hooker, se vuole essere Denaro, che tu sia Denaro.
Is my Steadicam work? So it doesn't look like the Blair Witch Project. The screen is big, like cinema.
Denaro means money, but Tamaro is a hillbilly.
Listen this.
We pour our heart and soul in writing the songs, and Mickey really works hard in the sound.
Very, very good. Okay.
You sure? I don't
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Then Harold moves off rhythm. So we got the blonde wing, and I moved off rhythm like he used to do in the 80s. He says, I don't know how to move on stage. I don't know how to sell myself. So I do all these movements to show that I can move on stage, you know? Do, I'm Tamaro, because I can move on stage and sell the music.
Why can I believe you when you lie? Another day, another try. You think that I am so idiot.
Are you doing this just for revenge?
No.
What is a parody? A parody is something funny. There are a lot of fans of Tom that, oh my God, this is Tom? Oh, this is Tom too. It's incredible.
So we have Vodka Kaboom, and we have Swiss Cows.
The videos are pretty hammy. Although I will say that, like, as far as Italo disco goes, like, they definitely sound like tunes of the era.
He had a little fun with it, but that's his style. I think it's great that somebody is still making Italo disco music these days. I admire every artist for doing that because I know they make no money on this.
Okay, I have a friend, she has an agency. I say, I need a Latina girl. And she books a girl who's like not even 16 years old. I mean, I could be her grandfather. The mother happens to come along, and the mother looks better in the video than the daughter. So we'll probably put the mother in the video. You know, we're just trying to do the video the right way, and then putting a 16-year-old girl is a little over the top.
We were initially gonna do one regular CD, but we had so many songs. We made a double CD.
Non voglio più fare denaro. Io denaro, ripeto, odio denaro, perché nella mente ho sempre Tom Hooker dice che cantavo, che sono un mimo col pupazzino nei video di Rockefeller. È stato veramente molto triste per me.
A me proprio sinceramente non piace tanto, non come musica massimo rispetto, perché secondo me Mickey e Tommy insieme scrivono delle cose eccezionali. A me non entusiasma l'idea, cioè l'idea.
So we just found out from the DJ, he posted a video of me singing a Denaro song, and it was blocked in Germany.
Not only Germany.
Not only Germany?
No.
What?
For all the world. All over the world.
Oh, it wasn't only Germany.
Click on the link. We are in Houston, right?
This video contains content from SME who has blocked it in your country due to copyright infringement.
If it's blocked here, it's blocked all around.
All over the world. I mean, it's conspiracy. How many Beyonce or Rihanna songs are on YouTube, you know, of girls singing the songs and they don't get blocked, right? I'm singing songs that we wrote. Every single song we sang, Mickey and I wrote, and they're blocking it. So in other words, we're not allowed to sing our own songs that we wrote. Maybe it could be Stefano Zandri, his manager, his agent. They know we're going on tour, and every little video, they're checking it out. They probably do a Google search, Tom Hooker, Houston, and it pops up. There's a war going on.
So what now?
I don't know.
I never took myself that seriously. Of course, you have to take yourself seriously because if you do, people will follow along. I am definitely the opening act.
They'll forget the opening act. They'll forget I even existed. Probably I'll never do a show again. I might never do a show again.
Have a glass of wine with me, Mickey. I love you.
Yeah, that's okay.
I love you.
19th of November 1981, we started Galaxis. We bought a land, make a new building on it, all constructed for a discotheque. Then in 1982, we get the award of the best discotheque in Germany. Galaxis was famous for some very good stars. We have Divine, we have Donna Summer. Then Harrow was the best act we had in our history in the discotheque. The power, the emotion. We closed the discotheque Galaxis 1989.
We are now here at nearly the original location of Galaxis, which is only like 200 yards away from here. I guess it's like a little time travel back to the 80s.
We have laser, perfect light show.
We have a special sound system made for this room.
I spend the money only for the Galaxis party, you know?
We didn't make any advertisement in the end. People asking me, why don't you put out any posters or something? I said, I don't need it, we don't need it.
Newspaper or something.
People know when Dan Harrow is coming to Galaxis, they will come.
From Florence to Munich, from Munich to Stuttgart.
Tom pensa che non sono stato riconoscente. Lui è un buon cantante, ma io so cantare altrettanto bene.
The voice is okay?
They just told me it's a kind of play, but you just talk, so we're not really prepared.
You start from beginning, and it is just a compression.
Yeah, just a short
Yeah,
check.
we try. When I see a foxy lady, you take me by surprise. You take me by surprise. You take me by surprise. Stop. Give away all the details you want to know. Day after day, all your memories get to grow. Putting all that you stolen in a prison that you want forever. Taking the place of imagination, but you won't erase my heart. There is no way you can understand what I feel. You never pray, 'cause your soul isn't even real. You might know lots of things now, but you can never be a lover. Winning the race, with your information, but you can replace my soul. Future rain, you make me wonder, is it safe to make a sample of my love? Future rain, you get me stronger. It's a shame you never know how to love.
Di la verità, trovo anche triste questo spettacolo.
Prego.
Ma andare in Germania a fare un concerto e avere delle audience che avevano quando io cantavo 16 anni e trovarmeli vecchi con il loro cantante vecchio, trovo che sia tristissimo. Mi sembra di ricordare il film di Mickey Rourke e Wrestler, quando si rincontrano e fanno la reunion di personaggi che furono.
Just one?
We have a little bit.
Okay. I have more. You take
But
it.
I will bring tomorrow my all packages. If it's okay for you,
Yeah, yeah.
it would be a pleasure for me.
It's a pleasure for me too.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And we will see, the people will get crazy. Everyone is really excited. Then future brand 2 times. Future brand is number 1.
Travelers want to make signing before the show, like for a meet and greet or
Single or prefer make autograph?
It's yours. After. I would say after. I think after is better. After is better.
Io sono felice chi verrà a vedermi.
Grazie. Ciao.
Okay, ciao. Future brand.
Però non si può dimenticare che non si è più quelli di prima e fingere di essere che tutto sia come prima è una grande bugia che si racconta a noi stessi. Io odio invecchiare, odio il tempo che passa, però è la verità, non si può cambiare. L'unica cosa che mi dispiace è che quando morirò, invece di dire che ho fatto felice un sacco di ragazzine, che ho fatto innamorare un'intera generazione con Don't Break My Heart, eccetera, eccetera, diranno solamente che non cantavo e che ho pianto un reality. E questo veramente mi fa... Vorrei non morire mai soltanto per questo.
Sicuramente quando avrà intervistato Tom almeno avrà visto un po' di belle macchine, perché Tom è diventato molto famoso, sono fotografie che monta in modo strano e veramente forti, veramente, quindi uno proprio è artista dentro, no? per per inventarsi una cosa del genere.
You know what? Branding is so important, and I really screwed up on the branding department all my life because Tim Harrow, Dan Harrow, you know, all these different names. People, it's quite confusing. Now, if you take a group like Depeche Mode, they've been Depeche Mode forever, and they've got this 40-year-long career, and it's very effective. But you know what? Artists are a little crazy. You don't want an artist to be completely normal.
Do you think there's the potential for any kind of reconciliation?
If you're asking me if this documentary can make me chummy with this guy and like him, my opinion will always be the same. I'm sorry. Do you think we'd all be happy and we'd have a Hollywood, Walt Disney happy ending? It's done.
Io non sono scocciato per il fatto che Tom vada a cantare delle canzoni che cantava già negli anni '80. A me quello che dispiace è che fra Dan e Tom ci sia questa guerra, che per me è una guerra che non ha senso. Tom era importante perché era il cantante e poi scriveva tutti dei testi favolosi. Poi non avevamo come adesso autotune, non aveva bisogno Tom. È stato veramente bravo Stefano. Non aveva uno stilista, si è creato tutto da solo. All'inizio era magro, poi è andato in palestra per crearsi il fisico, per poter sostenere tutti i concerti. Cioè per noi diciamo che avevano lo stesso valore Tom Hooker e Dan Harrow.
È stata una parte importante nel progetto. Come non posso dire di no. Siamo stati un team forte e dispiace che le cose sono andate male, ma questo è il finale.
I found out De Niro will come to Germany and I thought it was a bad joke. For me it was a shock. It's a part of my life. I grow up with this music. I'm very happy. And I still hear the music from the past.
The situation now will never change. Infatuation has gone out of range. This is my life, and I don't want to see it die. I'm not bad boy. I wanna be a bad boy. And I wanna enjoy every day now.
This is Dan. This is Dan. Tonight is a very important night. Perhaps it's a little comeback.
I think that Tamaro is done. I think. I'm not sure, but probably.
I don't know if the ego is the most important thing. My ego has been, fed enough. And the Buddhists say, happiness is wanting what you already have. I have a wife who loves me, and that's the most, nobody ever talks about success in marriage. That is the most important thing in life. If you can be married for 30, 40 years, nobody says that's great. It's all about how much money you make, how successful you are. That's all people care about. The most important thing in life is a good family, people you love around you. I didn't do music to become famous. I did music because I love doing music. You've got to be passionate about what you're doing, because at least if you don't become famous, that passion it was worthwhile. You know, it wasn't like, ugh.
Are you might?
Yes, I might. You might. I don't want to sing for Tim Harrow anymore.
Really?
I decided I'm Tom Hooker from
So
for a bit.
this is the official comeback of Tom Hooker?
Well, I don't know if it's a comeback. Tim Harrow is such a jerk. Tom Hooker's a little more serious.
Io ribadii il forte desiderio di voler cantare il pezzo. In quel momento qualsiasi casa discografica al mondo mi avrebbe preso e mi avrebbe dato un sacco di milioni. A quel punto, sapendo che era la verità, mi hanno fatto cantare Born to Love.
Sometimes I wonder why I'm living, and sometimes wonder what I'm doing. Maybe there's an answer in my heart to tell me what to do. All I know is someday is to start living next to you.
Questo mi rende molto fiero.